Good morning student. In today's video, I am going to explain the properties of integer. In these properties, here we see the closure, commutative and associative property of the integer for addition, subtraction, multiplication and the division. Okay. Now first we see the closure property. Now what is closure property for the addition of the integer? The sum of two integer is integer, therefore this is closed under the addition. If we do the addition of two integers, we get the integer. Okay. Similarly for the subtraction, if we do the subtraction of two integers, if we take two integer number and we do the subtraction, then we get the integers only, therefore it is closed under the subtraction also. Okay. Similarly, closure property for the multiplication, if we do the multiplication of two integer, for example, if we take the 3 into 4, we will get the 12. This is also the integer. Therefore, it is closed under the multiplication also. But for the division, if we do the division of two integer, it is not necessary to always get the integer. Therefore, it is not closed under the division. Clear student? Now closure property, or this is property for the addition, then subtraction and for multiplication, but it is not valid under the division. Okay. Now see the commutative property. Now what is commutative property? A plus B is equal to B plus A. This is the commutative property for the addition. If we do the addition of two integer, after changing its position, you will get the same answer. Therefore, it is commutative under the addition. This means A plus B is equal to what? B plus A. What about the subtraction? Here we do the A minus B, but this is not equal to B minus A. It means it is not commutative under the subtraction. Clear? It is not commutative. It is commutative under the addition. For the multiplication, if we do the multiplication of any two integers, after changing its position, A into B or B into A, both are equal, therefore it is commutative under the multiplication. Next property is division, commutative property for the division. A divided by B, this is not equal to B divided by A. Therefore, commutative property is not applicable for the division. Clear? Commutative property is under the addition and under the multiplication. Okay, but it is not applicable for the subtraction and the division. Clear? Now next is associative property. Now what is the associative property? Associative property here given A plus, in bracket there is B plus C is equal to, if we do the addition in first bracket A plus B here plus C, both the sides are equal here. Okay, and this is the property is associative property for the addition, and both the sides are equal, therefore it is associative under the addition. But for the subtracted it is not applicable, or A minus B minus C, this is not equal to A minus B minus C. Therefore, it is not associative under the subtraction. Now for the multiplication, in multiplication A into B into C in bracket is equal to A into B into C. This means both the side, left hand side and the right hand side equal here. Therefore, associative proper under the multiplication is applicable. Okay. Now see the associative property for the division. If we do the division under this property, A divided by, in bracket B divided by C, this is not equal to A divided by B divided by C. Therefore, associative property is not under the division. Okay. I hope you understand all this property: closure property, commutative property and associative property for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of the integer. Now see the next property. Next property is given additive identity. Now what is additive identity? If we add 0 to any number or any integer, if A is the integer plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A, then we get the same answer, that is A. or the same integer, that is a. Therefore, this property is called a additive identity, and additive identity is what? 0. It means if we take the 3 there, if we add 0 to 3 or 0 plus 3 we will do, then here we get the answer 3. Same integer. Therefore, additive identity is what? 0. Then next is the additive inverse. Now what is additive inverse? If we change the sign of any integer, for example, there is the 3, then is additive inverse, we know that is the minus 3. If we do the addition of these two numbers, here we get what? 0. Then this is called the additive inverse. It is very simple to find out the additive inverse of any integer. Simply we have to change the sign. Positive become negative and negative become positive. Then it is the additive inverse of that particular integers. Okay. Now next is multiplicative identity. Now what is multiplicative identity? If you multiply any integer by 1, okay, then you will get the same number or same integer. Therefore 1 is called a multiplicative identity. Okay, a into 1 is equal to 1 into a, this is equal to 3. If you take any example here, if I write here any integer, that is 3 into 1 or 1 into 3, then here we get the answer 3, same integer, by multiply with the 1. Therefore 1 is called a multiplicative identity. Okay, now see the next identity, that is the next property is the multiplicative inverse. Now what is multiplicative inverse? A into multiplication with its reciprocal, it means 1 upon a, or 1 upon a into a, then here we get the answer 1. Okay, here I take the 3, this is the integer. If I multiply this 3 with its reciprocal, that is 1 upon 3 or 1 upon 3 into 3, then we get the answer 1. Okay, therefore what is the multiplicative inverse? The reciprocal of the given integer is the multiplicative inverse of that particular integer. Clear? Okay, and next property is the distributive property. Now what is distributive property? Now distributive property for the addition and the subtraction. Now a into in bracket what? B plus c is given. Then there is multiplication of, this is equal to what? A is multiplied with the first term of the bracket, that is b in first bracket we have to write, that is a into b. Then plus sign is there in another bracket. A is multiplied with the second term of the bracket, that is a into c. This is the distributive property for the addition of the integer. And next is the distributive property for the subtraction. Same, a into in bracket b minus c is equal to what? In first bracket we have to do the multiplication of a into b, and second, that is the here sign minus sign, and then in second bracket you have to multiply a into c. This is the distributive property for the addition and the subtraction of the integer. Okay, now we see the some example, one example from the exercise 1.2. Okay, question number 1. What is question number 1 given? Here we have to identify the property for the given equations. Okay, now what is the first given? Minus 7 plus 0. Integer plus 0, we get the integer. Now which property is given? Okay, if you add 0 to any number, we get the same number. This property is the additive identity. Therefore here you have to write the answer for this additive identity. Now second example is given, b minus 9 plus 9, okay, is equal to 0. Now sum of these two integers is equal to 0. Then this which property it is there? Sum of two integers is equal to 0. This is the additive inverse. Okay, this is the additive inverse. And next property is given, 6 plus minus 3, sum of two integer in the bracket, plus third integer, this is equal to first integer plus sum of two integer in the another bracket. Same integers are there, their positions are different there. Then this is the associative property for the, now see addition of the integer is given, therefore this is the associative property of addition we can write, or associative property. Okay, now next d is given, example minus 11 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus minus 11. On both the sides same numbers are there, but its position is stay. Position is changed. Minus 11 plus 5 is given here, 5 plus minus 11. If both the side is equal, this is the commutative property for the addition. We can write here commutative property for the addition, or simply we can write a commutative property for the integers. Okay. I hope students you understand all these property for the integer. Closure property, commutative property, associative property, then additive identity, remember that is 0. Multiplicative identity, that is 1. If you have to find out the additive inverse, you have to change the sign of the integers. And if you have to write the multiplicative inverse of any integers, then you have to take it reciprocal. Okay, this is very simple. And next is the distributive property. Okay, for the addition and the subtraction of the integer. Here we take some example, from that we understand how to use the property. Okay, this is all for today, student. Only question number 4 is homework for you. Filling the blanks are given there, that you have to complete. Okay, thank you very much.